I'm Rachel Nagle with Adventurous Heart, and here we're going to talk about our last meal in our series of different meals that you can bring into the backcountry and enjoy other than boil and bag meals. Today we're going to talk about our rice and chicken meal. So in this bag I have 1.5 cups of rice. This is a 2-person serving meal, so 388 calories per person, so almost 800 calories in this bag. Plus you're going to add your tortillas. You can decide not to have it with tortillas, but we have some extra from lunch, so an extra 150 calories per person for 2 tortillas. So in this bag again we have 1.5 cups of rice. We also have a 1/2 cup of corn, a 1/2 cup of freeze-dried chicken. You can use bag chicken as well. It's a little bit heavier, but freeze-dried will make it a little bit lighter. And then we also have a 1/2 cup of carrots in here as well. So freeze-dried carrots, corn, chicken, and then our rice, and then 2 chicken bouillon cubes as well for a little bit of extra flavoring. Now, as we've been continuing to cook and do different things out here, we've learned that the freeze-dried food takes a little bit longer to be able to cook. So I'd actually recommend in the future not putting the rice in with this, so doing the chicken bouillon cubes, the freeze-dried chicken, and the veggies in one bag, and rice in another bag. So I'll tell you when you would add that rice bag, but because I don't feel like picking every piece of rice out of the vegetables and chicken, we're going to do a modified version today, which would look very similar. So we are out on the John Muir Trail, day 17, gorgeous, beautiful lake behind us, so great views. You may think day 17, you did the last ones quite a few days ago. What's going on? Haven't you been eating? Yes, we've been eating. We've been eating some of the other foods that I've already shown you, as well as potato soup. So while I'm showing you all of these different cool types of meals to eat, do know that there's simple things you can go to the store, buy it off the shelf, follow the recipe on the back. Of course, I'm not going to make a video to show you how to follow a recipe on the back, but potato soup on a cold evening is a really good one. So this we found to be really yummy the last couple of days as well. So I'll set this aside and go back to the rice and chicken. So to be able to do the rice and chicken, we're going to do a cold soak because of those veggies and the chicken that's in there. So I'm going to use 2.5 cups of water, or 20 ounces. If you don't do the freeze-dried chicken and you do the bag chicken, you might go down to 2 cups, just because you don't need as much. But 20 ounces, 2.5 cups in here. Make sure our pot's nice and clean. I'm going to add the water. And then just like some of the other meals, we're going to do a nice cold soak because of those freeze-dried. So we're going to add everything in here. And again, for future, I want to add the rice at this point, but that's how we're going to do it today. So go ahead and add that. Tuck this. Make sure you get all it out. Try not to get the pieces and parts everywhere. Zip it back up. And then tuck this under so it's not going to blow away while you're cooking. You're going to stir all this in, and we're going to do a 5-minute cold soak. So we're going to go ahead and make sure it's stirred. We'll wait 5 minutes, and then we'll come back to this and start doing a low boil on the stove. So 5-minute cold soak is what we're going to wait for. So it's been about 5 minutes on the cold soak, so we're going to give it one more stir. You can see everything is starting to absorb some of the water that's in there. So I'm going to go ahead and light the stove, and again, any type of pot, any type of stove that you have will work. These are just the ones that I happen to have out here on the John Muir Trail. As you see, I have 2 fuel canisters here. This one we've been using every day, so it's cooked about 15 meals, similar to what I'm showing you. If you shake it, there's barely any left, and I know if I start to use it today, it's going to go out. So it's done 15 dinners, as well as about 5 oatmeal breakfasts with some hot chocolate. So I'd say one 220 gram or 7.75 ounce fuel canister will do somewhere between 15 to 20 meals, depending on what type you choose to do out here. People are always asking, wondering how much, what the shake test allows you to be able to figure out how much is left. So I thought I'd add that into this video. So we're starting with a fresh one here. Again, anytime you're moving with the stove, you want to make sure that there's nothing around it that's going to really catch on fire, so move anything around, especially out here in California where forest fires are prevalent. Make sure there's nothing that's going to catch. And then go ahead and light your stove. Make sure you're in the ready positions, just in case. So, light our stove. All right, and we're gonna just do a low boil on here. Again, make sure nothing's on the bottom of the pot. Go ahead and set it on, nice and sturdy. And because we want about another 5 minutes of this cooking to a low boil, I'm gonna go ahead and just let a real low boil here, low heat. And then I will stir it occasionally during the 5 minutes. And when I do stir it, I'll make sure I use the pot grip so that I don't knock it off. So 5 minutes for a slow boil. Once we get a boil, I will remove it from the heat and let it finish cooking for about another 5. So 5 minutes, slow boil. All right, so now that we have a nice rolling boil in here, so it's about 7 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes to get to this rolling boil. I'm gonna stir it. Most of the water is almost out. So we have a nice boil. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it finish cooking off of the heat. So I'm going to remove it off of the stove, cover it up, turn the stove off. At this point, this is when I would actually decide to add the rice because you want instant rice, and instant rice, as soon as you add it to the boiling water, wait 5 minutes, it will cook up nicely. So we're just gonna cover this with that boil, wait 5 minutes, and then it should be ready to eat in another 5 minutes. All right, so it's been 5 minutes of it sitting off. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a little stir. The moisture content looks good in there, so not too much water. Looks like it's perfect to eat. Now you can eat it just like this, or if you have tortillas, you can add a tortilla. So we'll open this, put it in our bowl. And the tortilla can act as a nice plate so you don't have to clean it later. Or some people will use the tortilla to be able to kind of lick out or clean the bowl as well. So add a little bit in there. Again, you can just eat it straight out of here. Not too hot, perfect temperature. Nothing's crunchy, so it's pretty good. So you can eat it straight out of there. Or you can go ahead and fold it up like a little burrito. Oop. Fold. And you have your own little burrito while you're out here. After a long day's hike, this sure hits the spot. So one more option for you to be able to make while you're out here, chicken and rice burrito. In addition to some of the other videos you can check out, the mashed potato bowl, the Roma pasta, the Orzo Alfredo, all kinds of fun dishes and treats you can have in the backcountry that you can prepare at home and have out here other than the boil and the bag meal. So until next time, I'm Nagle with Adventurous Heart, and get out there and enjoy your next adventure.